Welcome to the Social Good Conferences. These are conversations for social good. Today, we're going to be talking about ideas for civil reform. And what I love about the different guests that I bring on to talk about civil reform are there examples of people that are real life doing amazing projects, amazing things in their community to engage and to challenge people to bring positive outcomes. And I think that that's pretty amazing. And I'm so excited today to have our current speaker, and I encourage you to meet our speaker, Barby Ingle. Barby, thank you for joining us today. You have just got a phenomenal one, just life, career. You've been through so much, and on top of it, you just keep coming back wanting to help people. And also, I love too that, I noticed about you when I looked at your, who you are and when you were sharing with me in some of our conversations. It's just, you just have this energy about you. And I love that. So Barbie, thank you for being a speaker for Social Good, and welcome to the Social Good Conferences.
Thank you so much, Kristen. I'm excited to be here, and I appreciate that you see the positivity that shines from me. That's what I try to do in helping myself and helping my community. So I'm very glad to be here and look forward to this. I advocate for people who are challenged with chronic conditions, that live with rare diseases, that don't necessarily have a voice, because a little over 20 years ago, I was in a minor car accident and it changed my life. And I had to find ways to stay active in my community and do things that would help, not just for myself and getting the care that I needed, but to help other people go through these challenges so that they don't have the same bad experiences that I had. I don't want people to be overtreated, undertreated, or mistreated. And by speaking up and sharing my story and getting other people to share their stories, I'm able to actually help them through writing, through making appearances, through sharing other people's stories, not only my own. And I've published multiple books. I've done life coaching. I've written legislation, got it passed into law. I've done a lot of varied things, and it's all come out of necessity to accomplish these things that became goals in my life so that I could live a better life and help others do the same. Work because we're only alive for the amount of time we're here on earth. And once I move on to heaven, I won't be able to do the things that I was built and born to do. I want to be able to help people through their challenges and struggles. I want to cheer them to and through as a cheerleader. And since I was a young child, I always knew my life purpose was to be a cheerleader. And that is where my drive and passion comes from.
Beautiful. And I see also, you have suffered with chronic migraines. That's something that I also suffered with for many, many years. And it's a challenge why those happen, right? And when they happen. So I applaud you for your positive outlook, because it's such a challenge sometimes when your head hurts all the time, right?
It is absolutely a challenge when you're going through chronic migraines or burning fire pain or different challenges that we face with our health. And one thing that you have to remember in these situations is that if there's great reason for hope, all you have to do is reach out and seek the help, and know that you have a variety of options of resources. So make sure that you are fully looking at all of the things that are at the buffet table of health when you're deciding what is right for you.
Great advice. Great advice.
My first lesson would be to take care of yourself, prioritize your health and your disease prevention. 1 in 3 of us live with a chronic disease. So it is definitely something that you or someone you love is facing. You can schedule your wellness priorities, your mindfulness and your day, your hydration. Get regular checkups with your medical provider. Prioritize sleep. I know I'm a type A person. I try to pack as much as I can into a day. And when my health and chronic illnesses are preventing me from getting everything done, the better organized I was going into that day, the better organized I will be, and the more I will accomplish despite whatever chronic illness or symptom is affecting me at that time. And practicing the self-care, kind of create an oasis around you so that when you do have these down times in your life, due to health. You have the things that you need around you, those tools, whether it's a pen and a paper to jot down notes. When I feel better, I'm going to do these things. Ways to move forward and take action should be around your life, and you should be planting those in your life as you go through. My second lesson would be to embrace change. Failure is going to happen. We are human. These are things that come in our life that we don't normally expect. But if you have a couple of plans, don't plan for, well, plan for the worst, but don't expect the worst. Just know if you had your heart set on plan A, that you can reframe your perspective and do something different so that you are able to keep moving forward, keep taking action, and pivot when necessary. And maybe think of it as failing forward, so that, okay, what I was trying to do didn't happen, but my ultimate goal is to reach 100 people this month. I can keep going. Even though the fifth person I talked to said, no, I don't want to hear your story. I don't want to have anything to do with what you're doing. Don't let that be something that stops you and makes you not push forward with your goals. Keep moving forward in that. And there's always other ways to embrace failure. Celebrate your successes, even the little things that come through your life. If it's a win, you got out of bed today, you did your morning stretches, your mindfulness or meditation, that's a win. Yay, I checked some things off. I got some things done. Let me keep that momentum and move forward. My third area of lessons that I would want you guys to get from this is to really be kind. You can express yourself in different ways. If you have something hard to tell somebody, you don't have to just blurt it out there and say, you suck at this. You can find ways to say, hey, it looks like you're having some challenges. What can I do to help you improve what you need to get done and what you need to accomplish? Hey, I think I need some help in this area, and I've noticed that you're good at this. Can you help me in this area? I saw that you need help in this area. I can help you in this other area. You could give somebody a small little gift. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be a flower you picked, or even tell them, hey, I was reading about lotus flowers, and they hide themselves in the light, and they come out in the darkness and shine and grow in that darkness to become a beautiful light and a beautiful flower. You remind me of that. That could be a gift for somebody, to let them know how you're feeling. Spend time together. Giving somebody even a little bit of your time, effort, and energy can go a long way. And expressing gratitude when they do reach out and help you are all ways to show your kindness. So those are my top 3 lessons. Case study is for the person who wants to get involved in their community and make change. And my who is going to be me. I'm going to use my story and my family's story. For most of my life growing up, my dad passed away a few years ago, but one of the things that he instilled in me and my siblings was that we needed to be involved in the community. And so every Thanksgiving dinner, we would sit down and say, there's these areas in the community that need help. It could be, we want to go sing Christmas music to families around the community, or we want to go to a homeless shelter and help serve food. And so my parents would set these excursions up, and we would go out and help the community clean up trash or whatever was needed that we as a family decided we were going to do between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And back in 2006, my stepsister had passed away, and we said, one of the suggestions my brother had was, we need to help people like Barbie and Melanie who live with these chronic conditions so that they can have a better time getting through the system, navigating it, and finding help quicker. And my dad said, well, that's not a 1-month project. That's something that we would have to decide as a family to take on and bring forward and continue to do year after year. And it's not going to be 1 month. This is something that we would have to do ongoing. And so everybody said, this sounds great. Let's do it. We started a nonprofit back in 2006, and it has grown into an international nonprofit. And so that is my who. My what is focus on what you want to accomplish. In our first years, we said, we want to concentrate on the disease that me and Melanie had and really help those patients. And as we were able to accomplish those goals, we then could add on additional goals and move forward with what we needed to accomplish. We wrote those goals down. We created a board of directors. We we moved through the process of having a viable and successful nonprofit that could create change, that could do education, awareness, social events, and activities in the community that really got people access to care and bettered their lives on a daily basis. And we did that with intention and only added new programs as we could take those on, so that we didn't overstep, get overwhelmed, and then fail at what we were trying to do. And because of that, we have been able to grow and really make a lot of impact in lives all over the world. And the how, if you want to do something to get started, you don't have to go out and create a full nonprofit. You can do things like donate to local charities, join a local chamber of commerce, or even participate in online community forums where you're sharing your story and your journey and helping other people go through the same challenges and pain points in their life that you've already been through. Use that knowledge and education to really drive it, take it forward, and make a difference in the world. My call to action would be to share the lessons that you learned throughout the Social Good Conference and share them with your network. If you can throw a rock into a lake and you see the ripples forming out, that's what you want to do with the messages and the life lessons and the resources that you're learning about throughout this conference, and really use those to collaborate and find inspiration to keep doing social good and to help other people learn from you, which will ripple into other people learning from other people and create a synergy effect. And know that your voice matters. What you have gone through as a human here on earth is something to be celebrated and shared. And when it needs corrected. It's all in how you engage, and choosing to do that for the social good is something that will help you have power in your community, create that synergy, and really explode in the goodness of being here on earth and what we can do in our communities.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a speaker for social good. I really appreciate it.
So glad to be here. So glad to share. And I'm going to be learning new life lessons from other presenters as well. So I encourage you, if you've tuned into me, please tune into the other presenters, because we all have something that can better your life.
Thank you for attending the Social Good Conferences. These have been Conversations for Social Good. They've been presented by Tomasito Media and Buddytown Consulting.